Bula! In this video, we're going to talk about common measurement misconceptions or errors and how to help by making a student-made ruler. So, and these errors are from this website and the helps are from this book. So one error is the student begins measuring at the end of the ruler instead of at 0. So everything got shifted over, and the student would say that this line segment is 2 7/8 inches long. So they're having trouble using the ruler. Another error is when measuring, the student would say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches long because they counted the big number marks. They counted the lines instead of the spaces. So some helps: have the child use individual units to measure an object. So these are centimeter cubes. They could use individual centimeter cubes to find out how long an object is, or they could use individual links or individual tiles to measure. Another one is have the child place individual units along the ruler to emphasize that these are each representing a 1 centimeter length. Or you could have the child make their own ruler. So that's the next handout I've got here, and this is for student-made rulers. If you'd like to freeze this and read through and study the text, you can. I'm going to read most of it. So we'd like to use 2 colors of pre-cut narrow strips of construction paper, or I have cardstock. And each unit should have a length that is at least twice as long as its width, so that the notion of length is emphasized. And there are some examples. And then you can discuss how the units could be used to measure the length by laying them end to end. So if I want to know how long my scissors are, it's one of these, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 of these units long, because this is length. And then you have children make their own ruler by giving them a long length of the cardstock or construction paper and putting their pieces down alternating colors. And now this is what I'm using as a non-standard unit. What I did was I just made a table in a Word document that had 5 columns, and then I made the lines a little bit taller so that I could cut them out and use them. And that's how I got my long rectangular units. So we put it down and we label our ruler and with the numbers, how many long it is. And you have the children use these rulers to measure items on a list you provide. Include items that are longer than their rulers, and discuss the results, including how they measured the longer items. There might be discrepancies due to the rulers that were not made properly or because the child doesn't understand how the ruler works. And also consider using larger non-standard units, such as multiple tracings of a child's footprint glued onto strips of cash register tape without gaps or overlaps. And these rulers can be used to measure longer units. Okay, so it is important as you create these rulers that each unit needs to be twice as long as the width so that you're emphasizing length. And it's important that they learn how to measure things longer than their rulers, but also that the children use these rulers to measure things. So once you have the ruler, you could ask them to measure all sorts of things. My scissors are 1, 2, 3, 4 units long. I have some flowers here. They're 1, 2.5 units long. I have a pen cap. The pen cap looks like it's 1.5 units long, or between 1 and 2, depending on how you wish your students to estimate. Okay, so student-made rulers help students understand rulers and what it is they mean. And I want you to notice the numbers are in different positions. That's one of these things these pictures talk about, and that's something you'll need to compare and contrast, where the numbers are and what do they actually mean. I hope you like this.